How's it going, everybody? It is time for another episode of the Main Event Network's Main Event Mixer. I am Paul Zartman. I am joined by Pluggo and Butters. Gentlemen, welcome to episode 46 of the Main Event Mixer.
Hello. Hi, Paul Zartman. Hi, Butters.
It's hard to believe that they've done 46 of these as often as they're canceled.
Shots out the gate. That's because the boss is on vacation. He's somewhere.
Yeah.
He's somewhere in the world right now. But yeah, 46.
Yeah, he's running around shirtless in Phoenix, Arizona.
I don't run around shirtless anywhere.
No, I don't. That's a no for me. I mean, the shower even sometimes doesn't even want me to be shirtless.
I've started to. I don't care anymore.
Amen to that.
So how are we doing tonight, folks?
We're good. We're getting ready for what AEW Dynasty's pre-show starts at 6:30, right?
Yes,
probably
yes.
something like that. If not now, at 6. I don't know when it starts anymore. You're the host, Paul. You should know these things.
Yeah, I know this. I have it. Hold on. I'm bouncing screens. And
while Paul's bouncing screens, drop in the chat which match you're most looking forward to tonight at AEW Dynasty. Start the conversation off. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Join us here at the Main Event Wrestling Network for amazing content from all these wonderful people.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, check
Boss
out
Man is here via plane. He's via plane. He's on a plane.
Ooh, the Boss Man is
dude. The boss got that. That Boss Man got that pay for Wi-Fi on a plane budget, dude.
You paid the $10 for the Wi-Fi? Oh no.
Oh man, we're in trouble.
Budget. We're getting big peanuts over here,
dude. Kyle got that money, dude.
Yeah. By the way, pre-show starts, or 0 hour as they call it, starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, they made a cartoon about his life, so that makes sense that he's got all that money.
Oh, it's free. He paid for the free. That's built into the cost of your ticket, which means you went to a fancy airline. No way. No, listen. Nothing you could say in this chat, Kyle, is going to spin it any other way than you got money.
Exactly. Somebody, one of us has to, right?
He bought a round for everybody on the plane.
So as we are
free Wi-Fi, you know how that is.
Oh yeah, I've never been first class. I'm like, I'm back with the luggage. I'm so poor. So
that's what I was going to say. Is he puts us back with the luggage and he flies first class. That's
yeah.
That's Kyle for you.
Thanks, boss man.
He's like, he's got his hands up. Somebody's doing a manicure for him. He's like, could you please post this for me? He's having people post those comments for him in the chat.
Yeah, while he's, being fed his grapes and his champagne.
Must be nice.
So we've got 12 total matches tonight, 3 on the pre-show or 0 hour, 9 on the main card for Dynasty. I know what I'm looking most forward to out of all these matches, but I'm interested to find out which one you guys are looking forward to. So Pluggo, what match are you looking most forward to?
I'm really intrigued on the MJF Omega World Championship match in the sense of like how they're going to tell the story. Because I do think that there's this really small % chance that Kenny Omega could win tonight. So I'm kind of leaning there. I'm interested in Tekla and Jamie Hayter because, again, that's another one where I go, I don't know who should win that match. You could sign me up for either one. So I'm kind of intrigued on the world title pictures. I know it's kind of a cop-out answer to go to the world title right away, but that's kind of where my head's at.
Butters, how about you? What are you looking forward to tonight?
Oh man, I'm really excited for Kyle Fletcher to defend his TNT. Shit. That's man, I don't know. I was really looking forward to a Kyle Fletcher match.
Yeah.
I guess I would say probably Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley. I think that Ospreay coming back. Like I wasn't a big fan of Ospreay. say like maybe a year and a half ago, didn't care for him, was like, oh, we already have Ricochet, we don't need Ospreay too. Since he's come to AEW, I've changed my tune. I think Ospreay is one of their top tier talents, and now that he's back, I'm super excited for him to get rolling on some pay-per-views, and hopefully he takes the Continental belt off of John Moxley finally. So,
All right. Well, I will say, Pluggo, I hope Kenny does win, because I kind of picked him to win in the predictions, and I'm the only one who picked Kenny to win. So,
Wow, you don't like winning championships, do you?
I need. Hey, now. Oh, don't say that. I've got to beat at least one guy, and if I can beat that one guy, we're good. We're good. So, hey, Butters, the boss man is asking if your mic is plugged in.
it is plugged in. However, it's probably my internet connection that's messed up. I had bright speed gigabit internet. I had to move, and now I have unfortunately I have to have Spectrum and their gigabit internet, and it sucks ass. And I'm not tied directly into my computer because I have to run a cable. So this is what we get right now until I can do that. But give me a second. Let me see if I can actually even get that. That might help, because I want this to at least work.
Okay.
Okay. While you do that, we'll say yo to JPJ in the chat, my brother from another mother.
The other half of B2B joining us in the house. In the chat.
The two greatest predictions champions of all time, me and JPJ. That's why you don't have us back on anymore. But I digress. Look, for another pro.
JPJ is the best thing to come out of Boston in a long time.
And listen, I will say, I see my co-host here. Where are your brothers in arms? Where are they? Are they there? They're too good to support their bro going solo?
They rather be watching some event called the Masters. I don't understand what that is. It's something about golf. Yeah.
Golf is cool and all, but I just don't watch it because I definitely would have fell asleep. Like I absolutely had to set an alarm in between podcast appearances today. So if I did doze off, that's how tired I am.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is, as I'm on the main event mixer for the first time and I get to host this, I stuck to your nickname for me. I'm still drinking my Mountain Dew.
Oh, you're all doing the dew, huh? You have the dirty dew yet?
Oh, no. I don't do cream soda, man.
Don't be a weirdo. It's delicious.
No.
I had a delicious A&W Zero Sugar Cream Soda earlier.
See, I don't mind A&W, but I don't do cream soda. I just can't get behind it.
I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper because I needed the kick to stay awake to chat some wrestling. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just tired. I think it's could be just one of them lazy days I needed. I don't know.
It's a lazy Sunday. It's the weather here in our state.
Yeah, who's on this pre-show as Butters plugs in? I don't even know who's on the pre-show.
As we are talking 0 hour, we've got Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We've got Jack Perry defending his national championship against Mark Davis. And we've got the Women's World Tag Team
I hope that title changes hands very quickly
on the line. What, the national or the women's tag? Or both?
The national.
Oh, okay.
I hope Mark Davis takes it.
Yeah. All right. So not a Jack Perry fan, huh?
I think he's cold right now. I don't think he needs a belt.
Okay. And for the women's tag titles, we've got Divine Dominion versus Hyen and Maya World.
Nice. Shout out to Hyen and Maya World. That should be all. They will get squashed out, but they should win because they're awesome. But I don't think they're going to win it here.
I think out of the 0 hour, I'm most excited for the Alex Windsor Marina Shafir match. just because this actually has had some build, and I'm a big storyline type of guy. So having a storyline and make something make sense works well with me and gets me very excited.
Yeah, we got. I took Alex Windsor on Thursday, and I'm going to stick to that.
You're not gonna like this, but I've got Marina Shafir for this one.
Oh, listen, I love Marina Shafir, but I don't know. I just think they're trying to push Alex Windsor.
Yeah, but one of the two brawling birds has to lose tonight.
No, they don't. They don't have to. Who says they have to? What kind of logic?
All right.
Butters, split the difference here.
I think you've been drinking too much of that mother's milk.
Me or Paul?
Yeah. You want Marina Shafir to win. I don't want Marina Shafir to win.
Yeah, see, Paul? There you go. Told you.
All right, fine. We'll go Alex Windsor. I can go Alex Windsor. That's fine.
You don't have to change your pick. You can stick with it and be right and rub it in our face.
You'll probably be right, and then we'll be the fools. But
yeah, but then you changed your pick, so now we get to go. Oh, we're all fools.
Yeah.
Peer pressure. I bet you started smoking too. Somebody was like, "Here, you felt peer pressure back in the day." You're like, all right, I guess so.
No comment.
Don't succumb to peer pressure, kids. Be a star.
Yes. Don't be a follower. Be a leader.
Be a leader.
As we head into the main card, we've got a tag match that I'm very excited for. FTR versus Cope and Cage. What are you guys thinking on this one?
well, they got to extend the feud. I don't think it's going to end quickly. But they also said that whoever wins this goes after the Bucks, or the Bucks want next against Cope and Cage. So, I don't know. Let's go Cope and Cage.
I agree. I think Cope and Cage are going to get it done. I said this when this whole thing started. It was like, we're going to get a really fun summer of like FTR, Young Bucks, Cope and Cage, and them having a proper run throughout the summer and a bunch of different fun tag matches. I think FTR has done a great job as tag team champions, but at the end of the day, there is more fun that we could have, and we don't want to run back FTR versus the Bucks again this quick. So give me Cope. Give me Christian. He's banging all the mothers when he has that championship gold. He did. He said he was banging FTR's mamas. So don't laugh at that, Paul. He'd be banging mamas.
He banged all their moms except for Stokely's, because I don't know why he wouldn't bang Stokely's mom. So
I don't either. Looks like the boss man is agreeing and saying "and new," and he is banging mothers confirmed.
All the mothers.
Your worries about my microphone were correct. It was like reading off of the laptop again instead of through my regular microphone. So I fixed it. I fixed my internet. So we should be good now.
He's a very tough boss, this Kyle.
Yes, he is. Makes me nervous.
I'll have that here. So
I've got FTR in this one as the losers. I
was gonna say, man, what are you doing?
No, I'm not going FTR. There's no way I could go FTR. This is Cope and Cage taking the belts, and the way I see it is, I'm going to steal one of my co-host's statements here because he's not here to say it was his. So this was my idea, and he stole it from me. We end up with a triple threat tag match between FTR, the Bucks, and Cope and Cage. Because I think we see Cope and Cage versus the Bucks. FTR gets involved, it gets thrown out, and then that leads to our triple threat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. On this day, Kelsey's new champs, Cope and Christian banging moms. Sorry,
only Christian, not Cope.
Does he have kids? Does he sleep with his wife? He's banging a mom. Fight me.
Oh, good
logic
Lord.
Is there.
It is there. You're right. It is there. Hey, Pluggo, you're in good graces
Yeah,
with the
see?
boss. He likes the remix.
Kyle puts that clip out on socials. The Main Event Wrestling Network is going to blow up. I might get a record deal. You don't know.
Yeah. Just don't clip anything I say. I already have 2 guys who clip things I say, and it doesn't turn out well for me.
Turns out well for everybody else.
Yeah.
On
yeah.
this day. Sorry.
Go ahead and sing us the whole thing.
No, I'm good.
Oh, darn.
I don't want Butters to hate me. If it was just you and I, maybe Butters. I don't want him to disown me.
We've all
No, I'm
disowned
just
you,
thinking about
Pluggo.
how much I want to fight Great Brown Hope, and when he's not here, and I want to fight him, and he didn't sign up for this mixer, so I could harass him.
Yeah, he's running scared. It's all right. We're here for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Afraid to hang dong on the network.
Are we allowed to do that? Kyle's like, I can't do anything from the airplane. No. We're just like, stay tuned for the main event prediction when we hang dong.
Oh.
Full frontal dong.
Oh, we better move on.
Or more.
We're definitely fired. What's the next match on this amazing Dynasty card? In the chat, leave us your thoughts and opinions on the tag match, the pre-show, any match you got coming up. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, all that fun stuff, so that Kyle knows that we're doing our jobs.
Osprey Moxley.
That's the next match
For
on the
the
card. Is that the
Continental.
next match you want to talk about?
I don't know what the card's actually laid out as.
Oh, I
but
didn't
it
know if
is,
you knew. Maybe you had it in.
TK doesn't send me that stuff until showtime. So, I find out last minute like everybody else. But yeah, Continental Championship, Moxley Osprey, where everybody is banned from ringside.
Why do you say that in air quotes?
Because it's the Death Rider. Somebody will show up.
But it is the Continental Championship. That is
Yeah,
the rule.
and that's the
It
rule.
is.
And it's never happened.
Look, I'm saying there was an all-out brawl Wednesday night on Dynamite between the United Empire and the Death Riders. It's unfinished. I think somebody, not necessarily to interfere in the match, but I think we will see people come out, and before they get to ringside, everybody will get fighting. But Butters, you kind of said earlier that you were looking forward to this match. So who you got for this one?
Osprey, man. I think Mox's time is done. He's had some great defenses, but Osprey came back hot. This is like his 3rd or 4th match back, and he's been aiming for Moxley. I think he takes out Moxley, takes the head off the snake that is the Death Riders, and I think it's time for them to be done. I don't know. I think their little like semi feud with the Don Callis family, which has like 15 members, kind of figured out, because I mean, you're not really going to go up against the Don Callis family. Look at the caliber of guys they have in that. See my previous Dusty Finish episode where I talked about why the Don Callis family rules. So I think it's time for the Death Riders to disband, and the first step in doing that is taking out Moxley. So,
okay, all right, Pluggo, what do you got?
This one's tough, man, because like John Moxley, every time he defends that thing, we think this is the one where he's going to lose it. I thought Takeshita was going to take it from him. That didn't happen. Somehow Moxley just keeps figuring out. I mean, Will Ospreay is back, and he's firing on all cylinders, and he's ready to go, but he's coming back off an injury. Is he 100%? I don't know. I'm taking Will Ospreay, but again, the John Moxley factor, like, unless they have bigger plans for Will Ospreay to like be in the world title picture, the idea that Will Ospreay wanted this match, he singled out Moxley, he went through all this to get to this match, then he would lose, seems crazy to me. So I'll take Ospreay. I don't love it though.
I do have Osprey for this. to me, and I know a lot of people think Ospreay is overrated. Ospreay is one of those guys, he doesn't need a belt, but when you put a belt on him, that title becomes something even bigger than it was before.
Did you say
Moxley?
Elevated?
Yeah.
Elevated. I'm literally sitting here next to his Supreme figure that I just got. So, like I said, I'm all in on Ospreay, and I think they've cluttered the title picture up in that range too, with the international, the national, and this. So maybe this is the first step in getting those all combined together again into one title, and just getting rid of like the others and keeping the national.
Okay.
Ospreay could be the one to beat Okada and whoever else and be the one to do that. So I'm cool with that.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right. Changed my whole thought process on that, but I'm still going Ospreay. But yeah, Ospreay is definitely the type of guy that when you put a title on him, it means more than it did beforehand. Not that Moxley hasn't done great with the Continental Championship. Don't get me wrong. It didn't mean much before Moxley had it, and I think we can keep making it mean more.
I think it meant something when it first came about, when Eddie Kingston won it and he had the Triple Crown. It just got lost in the shuffle with everything, and it's going to happen again. That's why, like, I really think they need to get rid of some belts, because and the rumor is that they filed for the Continental Cup. So I feel like that could be their way of going to that and getting rid of the title, because it shouldn't have been a title in the first place. There should be no unified title that was like a third weird title, like in that whole mix. Too many belts, Tony Khan. Let's get us back to what we're used to: a world title, some type of mid-card title or upper mid-card title. You have your mid-card TV title, you have your tag titles, and then you have all your women's titles. So let's try to get back to that. Let's narrow that down. And I mean, the six-man tags, like I think it's just a way to like award some guys a title that they're working hard but don't really have anything crazy going on for them, because look how often those belts are won, then not defended for months and months on end, never discussed, and then all of a sudden they're defended and lost, and then now they're changing hands pretty quick. So maybe we'll see it more often. Maybe there's more trios. It seems like there's a lot more trios teams, and maybe they'll get that division together and start doing that. But I'm just dragging us off track. Sorry.
No, you're good. We're invested. You're not wrong. There's a lot of titles.
I have lots of thoughts on AEW. I was just watching before we joined. So
no, there's a lot of titles. You're not wrong. But the problem that I have with it is like I don't necessarily mind the number of titles. I mind that you tie up like your trios champions with like Okada and Fletcher when they did that run, and it's like, so that's two singles titles that are now in the trios. And if if you're gonna do that, then they just don't do the double champ thing and keep it separate and keep them all important. But yeah, look, it's Tino time.
Tino has joined us as well.
Tino is man up and shows up to hang out, so that's good.
Yet I have actually, back when AEW was first getting off the ground and first came to Indianapolis for the first time, I got lucky enough to be able to interview Cody when he was still with AEW. And he even said, at the time there was rumors of new titles coming out. And I said something to him. I said, so what can you tell us about this possible new title? And he goes, we don't need a whole bunch of titles in AEW, because at some point you're going to get to it where it's, oh, you get a title and you get a title and you get a title. And, to agree with Butters, that's where it's at right now. We just keep creating titles for people.
He recently said that nobody's guessed why he actually left AEW. What if that's the reason? He was just like, no more titles. And they're like, more titles. And he's like, I'm coming back.
He's like, I'm out. I'm going to go do this thing with Pat McAfee.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go out of like the worst 3 years.
And then my boss is going to come on my.
I really have enjoyed his run with the whole bloodline thing, his double WrestleMania matches with that. They did great with all that. I'm just teasing. But no, well, what if that really is the reason now? Because he said nobody's guessed it. What if that was the reason? If he hated that idea, they just
Yeah. So finally,
that is
one
a
of my
lot of
co-hosts
titles.
has showed up. Tanner
Yeah.
Lee has joined us in the chat. It's about time. That loser. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
But Butters
Well,
mentioned trios.
it's our fault. We're podcasting at dinner time for people on a Sunday. It's supper time.
Tanner wanted to go watch something called The Masters. That's why he didn't join us tonight.
That's the most boringest thing I've ever heard of.
Thank you. But earlier, Butters, you mentioned
watch that.
you mentioned trios, so let's talk about the trios match for the World Trios Championship. We've got the Dogs versus the Conglomeration, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and to be announced.
But it's all but confirmed to be Mr. Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
We're sorry too, Tanner. You could have signed up for this, by the way. You could have joined us. It's on you. Didn't in storyline mode, didn't the Dogs just win this last night? I know that there was. I know it was spoiled well before that, so they're not losing it tonight. That's easy. Easy. They won it last night. We're not hot potatoing it.
Well, what if?
I mean, what if is true?
It can happen any given Sunday, brother.
Oh, 100%. But that's why I'm saying that. I'm going to let you guys convince me that it could happen.
So, all right. I was hoping Kyle O'Reilly was going to show up in the Gauntlet as a surprise. But it seems like it makes more sense that he is their tag partner. So sure, why not? They didn't say it was Mark Briscoe. He was my other thought, and I'm assuming he's still around. So I don't think he's been out long enough for it to be him as a surprise. But maybe. I mean, it could be. What if they do a double surprise on us, and it's Mark Briscoe in one, and then in the other it's Kyle O'Reilly. So we're like, oh, we didn't get Kyle, and then he shows up elsewhere. I will say, if it's Kyle O'Reilly, they will beat the Dogs. If it's not Kyle O'Reilly, they lose. That's what I'm going to say.
Ooh.
All right. I like that. Last pay-per-view, I picked the Dogs to win because it was their first match as a trios group. And they lost, and I freaking lost a title because of it. So I'm going to go with the Dogs this time, and hopefully I'm not wrong this time. But I'd be okay if it was Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. I'm still sticking to my guns, Kyle O'Reilly or not.
Okay. Boom. All right. So another match that, anybody could show up in is the Casino Gauntlet match. Unfortunately, we know it's not going to be Kyle Fletcher showing up to get his title back. But
what if?
I wish.
I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and some possible people you'd like to see return, debut, random pop in.
Pluggo, what do you got? I got an idea. I want to hear yours first, though.
Marco Stunt, baby. I always pick him as the random. Marco Stunt, baby.
He's wrestling again. He's wrestling in GCW.
He's back. He's back. He'll be wrestling this weekend. First and foremost,
favorite professional wrestler.
First and foremost, I would like to say shout out to Kyle Fletcher. I hope he recovers quickly. He was absolutely on a run, and he was re-solidifying that TNT championship, in my opinion, and it's just unfortunate. So now we only know about Ciampa, right? Ciampa and Masque Dorado, I think, are the only two announced at this point, unless they announced some people last night and I missed it. But
it was Roosh, and his opponent was Anthony Bowens, and the winner got number 2 slot.
So I would I guess the big one out there that's left is Jay White, his return, right? Is there, unless there's
TNT title though.
I mean, if you wanted to, it's a good way to bring it back into the fold, I guess. And I don't know, but I would like to see Ciampa just win the thing again and go back to that. I mean, he had it for 11 days, but why not? But I'm trying to think of anybody out there that would be popping into this thing that's a big enough name that we could see him winning it, not just popping in it for the sake of being in it.
I know one that you haven't thought of that is
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
ready for him.
Brody. Yeah, Brody King. That'd be a good one.
I think he deserves a title run with something. He had that stellar match with Swerve. I think it makes sense. I think Brody showing up and decimating the field and walking away as TNT champion, it would be stellar. I would love it. It would be another reason for me to tune in weekly to watch Brody King have even if it's a squash against, like how they were doing those matches with people that were because they had extra time. Even if it's that, put the TNT title on the line, boom, finish him out quick. Let's get the monster going. Let's get Brody in there.
It's not a bad idea. That's a really good idea.
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, Paul, it would solidify the belt again. Like you said, you got to have somebody. It doesn't need to change as often as it was. And it really had locked into Kyle Fletcher. Well, it could lock into Brody King. And then when Kyle's healthy, I mean, think about Kyle versus Brody. That could be something crazy. I don't know how long Kyle's going to be out. It could be longer than, 6 months. But
it depends on how well Sky Blue takes care of him. I mean, he took pretty good care of her when she was down, so she better return the favor.
Yeah, that's true.
Based off of what we know, I've got Ciampa winning this, but I would have no problem with Brody King picking up the victory or Jay White coming back and picking up, even if he doesn't pick up the victory. I'm one of those that if he's in the finals, I'd be fine with it. If it came down to like Brody King and Jay White and Brody gets the victory, hell yeah. Sign me up for that.
Yeah, because I mean, technically this doesn't even, it's the gauntlet, right? So it's just a
whoever gets the first pin.
Whoever gets the first pin. So he could be in the match, not involved in the pinfall, and it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah.
So I mean, sure, I guess if he's ready to come back, I mean, I've been hoping that Buddy Murphy would be coming back, and he just posted a new profile picture on Twitter, and it seems like he's ready to come back. So maybe he shows up tonight. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, that could be a good one.
I thought he was coming back at Grand Slam when they were down in Australia, and I thought that'd be the perfect way to cost Brody King the title so he doesn't look weak or anything against MJF. Have him show up, cost him the match, turn Buddy on him. There's another feud. I'm still for that. Have Buddy show up in this, those two duke it out, and you get a feud between those two at some point too. I'm just saying it could happen and it could be good.
Those aren't bad shots. Those are ideas I didn't even think about. So I'm here for that.
So let's talk the other tag match for tonight. The Don Callis family and the Bucks. Now, of course, the Don Callis family kind of changed around because Kyle Fletcher was supposed to be in this match, got injured, not in it anymore. So we've got the Bucks versus Takeshita and Okada.
Okada is the pettiest motherfucker, and I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Takeshita, because his comeuppance is going to be so fun to watch when Takeshita finally just rocks his shit. Hopefully it happens tonight. Hopefully there's one too many mistakes in quotations, and Takeshita just lays Okada out, takes care of him.
Yeah, or you could see Okada walking off and being like, I'm good. Because Don Callis, this is one of those things where he said, like, he didn't say they had to, like, win the match to get the match. They just had to have the match. So,
exactly.
I don't know. I don't see Okada finishing this match. I feel like he might walk out on Takeshita, leave Takeshita to fend for himself against the Bucks, and then we get the Okada-Takeshita match finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they got a...
Well, hello from Chile. That's
Chile.
We got a pre-show before Dynasty. That's right.
Pre-show. Yes, that's what this is all about.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Takeshita has to eventually leave the Don Callis family and spread his wings and do his thing. So the tease for that has been slow and steady. So is it finally time that we're going to do it? Is this the season?
I would
Yeah.
hope so. I mean, how much longer can we hold off on this match?
I mean, I thought we were getting it in the Continental Classic. I thought that was going to be our finals there, and they switched it all around on us. So I mean, I don't know.
And I thought Takeshita was going to pick up the victory over Moxley, lead to him and Okada unify the titles, get one title instead of multiple out of this thing. I thought that was going to be perfect way to go about it. They didn't do it. Now they've got to kind of backpedal if they want to unify the title with these two, but these two definitely are going to duke it out over that title. But I've got the Bucks picking up the victory, obviously.
Yeah. Only because Okada and Takeshita. If Okada and Takeshita were like firing on all cylinders type tag team, I would roll with Takeshita and Okada. But yeah, like the Bucks are going to pick up this thing, and then they'll take on Cope and Christian.
Yep, absolutely. I think even if it was Fletcher and Okada, I'd go Don Callis family over the Bucks.
Did I miss where's Swerve? Why is he not on the card? Did I miss what happened with him?
I just don't think he's on the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a real big notable exception that he's MIA. So I didn't know if he got injured or just if he like
Not
I
that
know
I'm aware of.
with Kenny, and where he could have won the EVP ship, and I didn't know if like he got like suspended or something after. I didn't know.
Maybe he's still showing up. Maybe he will have some type of involvement. But yeah, I don't know why he's not on the card.
Quick question here from YouTube, from Arcada. Who should be the 4 new main event guys in the title picture? I like that question.
Give us an answer.
I'm not supposed to go first here. No.
Spot. Put him on the spot. Put us on the spot.
God. Well.
We could make
Andrade.
a case for. Yeah, I was gonna say you could make a case for Andrade. I was gonna say that too off the jump because the way he's been doing.
Yeah.
You could have made a case for Kyle Fletcher until he got injured, but now he's out.
And I thought he was the TNT title picture was going to launch him into the world title picture. He'd drop it and be focused on that, and that's how we'd get Fletcher in the world title picture.
Kevin Knight would be a fun one.
Kevin Knight would be fun. I'm an Ospreay fan, but I'm still going to say I don't want Ospreay in the main title picture. Leave him out of the world title picture for now. Tanner will yell at me for that one, but that's okay.
I mean, Roosh, I think he could be in that picture.
Absolutely.
Dunkstilla.
Brody King again. Brody King could be.
Yep. Let's make it happen.
This match with Swerve proved that he can go with top tier guys. So I think he absolutely could be in that picture. I think that's my answer for a lot of stuff. It's just Brody King. Just give us more Brody King. Brody King Bandito. Give us more of them.
There you go.
All right. So while we're talking who should be new in the main event, let's talk about a match that has world title picture on the line without being in the world title, and that's Andrade El Idolo versus Darby Allin, where if Darby wins, he gets a shot at the world title.
Butters, you want to go first?
Why is Darby still around? We have something special. There's an alligator going hungry somewhere that he did not lather himself up in hot sauce and dive into its mouth yet. He needs to go away again because I don't care. you he got destroyed by the dogs. He got destroyed by everybody, and then he just keeps coming back. He's like a rash that won't go away. I don't care.
Well, that's because in the last
Darby Allin, I'm sorry, you won't.
That's because in the last 2 minutes of the match, he hits a couple big moves, tries to off himself, hits a coffin drop, and gets a roll up victory every match.
Yeah.
Spends 95% of it getting beat down and picks up the victory.
It's the Darby Allin calling card. Plus, Andrade doesn't even really want to be in this match because he doesn't want to be doing the bidding for the Don Callis family, which I think is an interesting wrinkle. But yeah, with Darby, I feel like we're like 6 months to 6 to 8 months late on like. We dragged this out because he got injured. Then he climbed the mountain, and now we're here again. And of course, if you're going to put this type of stipulation, like if he beats Andrade, he gets a world title shot. So we all know it's a foregone conclusion. You're going to beat Andrade, who is somebody that I would have liked to have seen Andrade get the spot at Revolution, something new, something different. But we went Hangman, MJF, and we all know how that turned out. Now Hangman can't challenge for the world title ever. So what the hell? Why did we do that? But
that worked out so well for Cody.
Yeah, that worked out so well for Cody. So it's gotta be Darby. He's gonna fight off 17 members of the Don Callis family. He'll figure out a way to get it done. But yeah, and then he'll get his shot, I would assume, at the next pay-per-view against whoever comes out on top in the main event. But we're late. I just because you're not wrong, and I don't know if it's necessarily. I don't know how we find another wrinkle to Darby because all he tells us is about you'll have to kill me, blah blah blah. I slept in my car. I do that. He's never dominant in a match ever. He's always from behind. It's always a sneaking victory. I don't know where we find a new wrinkle to Darby Allin where it's like. That's compelling, but this is kind of the same trope he did with the Death Riders, the dogs, his entire time. So, but he's gonna win. But he's gonna win here tonight at Dynasty because he's gonna get his world title opportunity.
I think he should lose here tonight, and they should send him to ROH to wrestle for the rest of his life, so I never have to watch him.
Now I will say
right alongside Sammy Guevara, who nobody misses.
They could have a tag team.
Yeah.
There you go.
Call them the sexual offenders or something. Allegedly.
I will say, for me, Darby's hype kind of died out when Sting left.
Yep.
That's
really tolerable was Sting.
Yes.
And it wasn't even that. It was what cool thing is Sting going to jump off of or do in this match that he shouldn't do at however old he was. And it
to keep up with Darby.
It had nothing to do with Darby really in the long run. And Sting had to go and retire. So now we're left with Darby.
I'm not confident in my pick because, like you said, Pluggo, it's the Darby calling card. But I'm with Butters. I'm tired of Darby. I went Andrade on this one. And the last few times somebody says, if I win a match, I get a title shot. They haven't won. So I'm hoping that kind of keeps going here. I'm hoping.
Do you remember X-Pac Go Away Heat? It was X-Pac Heat, just go away, don't come. Yeah, that's what this motherfucker has with me. I'm so done with him. I've been so done with him for so long. Like,
when AEW first started, I did like Darby. I thought it was something different, but then it became the same exact things in the match every single time, unless it was a special match where he jumped off of a ladder through a pane of glass and got yelled at because he wasn't supposed to do that. And, but when it's just a regular wrestling match, this kid should not be getting as many victories as he is. I'm sorry.
My dude had to come from behind in AEW dark matches back in the day.
Dude wears lifts. in his boots,
Yes.
like this fucking big to make him look a little bit taller because he's such a tiny little fucking piece of shit.
Him and Marco Stunt, future tag.
Whoa! You, Paul,
Oh,
coming after my guy like that, dude.
Look.
Whoa.
Hey, I
Marco
gotta be
doesn't have any
careful.
allegations. Logan does. There's a difference there.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful because I can't diss Tanner's favorite professional wrestler too much. He has everything Marco Stunt. He's 100% in love with Marco Stunt.
And he watches golf.
Yes.
Does he also like to watch paint dry?
Yes.
I'm building a case that Marco Stunt is boring now, based off the things that he likes to watch.
Why is my guy out here taking strays?
In all honesty, Tanner does not like Marco, but every time I get the chance to say that Tanner is Marco's number one fan, I
I
take
have a
it.
photo with Marco. I love Marco. He's great.
So
I
do
love
I.
him in Southern Underground Pro. Like my buddy turned me on to him, and like he had a nice run there, and like I was all for him being in AEW and getting tossed around and destroyed, and a great spot for him.
I just like to bring him up. I just like to bring him up as much as possible in every podcast that I do.
Yes.
The next card Pluggo buys will be from Marco Stunt.
Yeah. There you go.
Marco has some cards or something. I'll buy them.
Yeah, he's a car dealer now.
Yeah. He's well.
Yeah.
Drive down to I think it's Mississippi and get a car.
Yeah.
There you go. You pay for the gas. I'll drive.
Hey, what's next on the card, Mr. Paul Zartman?
Getting there. Calm yourself, Mr. Pluggo.
Come on, baby. We're here to talk about Dynasty, not about my automobile purchases.
We're talking Marco Stunt. That's AEW related. Let's talk.
What if he's in the casino gauntlet?
That's what I said. He could be.
Could be. Let's talk about a very specific list, a list that Ricochet just made. Let's talk Jericho Ricochet.
Oh, another guy that can go away forever and stay away. And I was so happy that he was going to go back to the land of stuff I don't have to watch except in clips, because the only thing I watch from that is the clips of Danhausen. And then he decided just to make my life miserable and show up and waste Ricochet's time facing him. If this was Jericho 25 years ago, sure, great match. This would be awesome. Jericho of the last 5 years, I'm going to go deep throat a chainsaw in my bathroom. It'd be more entertaining.
Poor bathroom.
All right.
It'll be like the scene in Scarface. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Why did you? Okay, so
I know that scene.
If we sit here for a second and we kind of just like dissect everything and look at it in a vacuum standpoint, I do find it interesting that Ricochet was his first like choice to be his first match back, because like you did say, and I'm not trying to. Listen again. I'm going to look at it in a vacuum. I'm just going to look at it on paper. This is not Chris Jericho of 25 years ago, right? This is Chris Jericho today. So this is going to go one of two ways. Chris Jericho's going to look like he can't keep up with Ricochet, or we're going to go, holy shit, Chris Jericho still got it, right? I'm feeling like it's going to be the latter of the two, but it was an interesting choice to reintroduce Y2J with Ricochet here. And plus you have the demand, which again, Jericho loves to have some buddies by his side. He's been doing having a faction gimmick the entire time he's been at AEW. Does he have some people in tow to offset the demand?
Eddie Kingston and Ortiz.
Ooh.
I don't know why I just said that. I just nightmare blunt rotation right there. God damn it.
I was going to say when he left, he had a very nice learning tree. Yeah, thanks, guys.
I don't know if we're going to run back the learning tree.
Yeah, they've been kind of MIA lately, right? So maybe.
Yes. But here's something I noticed, and Pluggo, this kind of goes from where I brought up on your comment when Jericho returned on the first. If you look at the font, if you look at the Titantron, if you look at how he positioned himself and the sparkly jacket that didn't light up. This almost feels like we're going old school Jericho, and then we bring back the list after 10 years. What if we are getting the best of Jericho in a final run without Jericho saying, this is my final run in the ring? Because he has said he wants to put over younger talent.
Yeah.
To me, and I'm, again, not very confident in this pick. I did pick Jericho for this, but only because Ricochet has received so much heat from the fans here lately. And everybody was excited when Jericho came back. Everybody's saying Judas, have him go out, pin Ricochet.
That's why he picked Ricochet.
Yeah,
and
that
then
makes a lot of sense now, actually.
Yeah, good call.
They won't boom as much as they'll boo Ricochet. This will be fun.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But
As far as Best of Jericho goes, my eyes rolled in the back of my head and detached. Like,
I saw that.
Sure, but who's doing a let me revisit all the shit that got me over in the past? Nobody cares. I don't care. Like, none of that stuff is gonna make me care about him again. Like, he's doing all the stuff he did before. Great, I already saw it. Give me something new. I don't need your best of hits. Give me something new. You always been the master of reinventing yourself. Are you really out of ideas at this point? You've always been the master of it. Now you're gonna just run through your old shit. That's not a new idea. That's a lack of.
He did file for Cornerstone. There could be yet another new faction coming.
We are the cornerstones of AEW.
See?
Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. And then one more. Need another cornerstone. 4 cornerstones. He's 55. What could he do? I mean, that is a good point as well, too. He is 55. What more does he have left in the invention wheel?
Cornerstone. One final group.
Veronica Cornerstone. Anchorman.
I think it was Corningstone.
Sorry. You're right.
I think whatever he brings in related to this Cornerstone gimmick, it's going to be his last gimmick. I think it's going to be 3 people that you wouldn't expect it to be, that he's going to put over.
He's going to vortex.
Yeah.
The thing is that Jericho doesn't put people over.
I know, but he has gone on record stating he wants to put some younger talent over.
He stated that for how long, and he hasn't done it. He fucked up Orange Cassidy's finish. Orange Cassidy threw him in a bowl of punch. That was his way of getting over Jericho. He didn't lose to Eddie Kingston, but then he got powerbombed into barbed wire after the match. He's not putting people over. You know who got people over, and even though that person beat them, is Sting. Jericho wants to be Sting so goddamn bad, but he can't. Sting gets everybody over, and he still beats the person, but he gets them over. They get that rub from Sting. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, but Jericho ain't it. I'm sorry. His time has passed. He's not it. I see in the chat, they think they want him to be the on-air GM. I know people have been calling for that for a while. I would rather it be Mick Foley. I think Mick Foley would be a great GM. Let's have him run amok again, like when he was GM in WWF, which was fucking fun. Jericho as a GM just means more TV time for Jericho and him not doing anything and me not caring. Foley, I care about. I will watch Foley do GM. I will watch him dress up as Santa Claus. I will watch him do all that stupid shit because it's Foley, and he's earned every bit of... Mick can walk just fine. He had a hip replacement. He is absolutely fine. And yes, he is, because guess what? He's done with WWE. It's just a matter of time. He already said he was done. He's not renewing his stuff. It's happening. And Mick can walk just fine. I just saw him a couple months ago when he signed all my stuff. When he came to the store he came to my work and did all the stuff. He's walking just fine. He got a new hip. He's great. It'll be fine.
Wasn't he just at Squared Circle Expo as well?
I believe so.
I met him.
Yeah, I was going to say, Pluggo, you were just there.
Yeah.
That was good.
All
time.
right.
Fun.
He hit a
So-
mandible claw on some random fan. It's
There
awesome.
you go.
So we know that Butters is 100% Ricochet in this match. Pluggo, you haven't really given any who you're going for.
I'll take Jericho.
Tell us. You're gonna go with Jericho?
I just don't. I think that this is like he's back. Let's do the happy-go-lucky he's back thing. Let him get a win, and then he could start doing whatever.
You're not wrong.
I just there's not there wasn't
I'm proud of anything but.
yeah, there wasn't any real big build to this. There was that 1 week where they just talked. I think we're gonna be like, oh, he's back, haha, yeah, he's back, and then we'll turn up the gas somewhere else. I don't know.
Paul, I think you're right though. I think the only reason it's Ricochet is because they figured he's not going to get booed against Ricochet.
Exactly. I mean, this is kind of like, not that Ricochet's evil in any aspect. He said what he said. He did what he did. Whatever. He was being a heel character. Get over it. It's professional wrestling. But TK is going to send Jericho out there to shush him down a little bit and move him on to something else. So maybe he doesn't tweet at people the way he shouldn't tweet at people. So I'm going with Jericho on this one.
All right.
So now let's move into world title pictures, and let's start with the women's title. Tekla, Jamie Hayter. I'm excited for this match.
Yeah, you said earlier that the Brawling Birds both can't lose. So do you have Jamie Hayter winning?
I wanted to, but no.
Okay.
And here's why.
All right.
Here's why. Because I think Tekla picks up the victory. This is going to be a hell of a good match, no matter how you look at it. Tekla picks up the victory, and then the crowd gets a sing-along of 3 little letters. C-E.
DMD? Oh, damn.
Man, I would pop if it was DMD. But I said sing-along. Sing-along is the CEO. Ass whipping's the DMD. But
I don't think you're wrong there.
I think this is where you bring, not that I want her back. I know JPJ loves him some Mercedes. So do both of my other KOP co-hosts. But I think Mercedes returns tonight at Dynasty after the women's match and sets up for her and Tekla.
I'd be okay with that.
I mean, she did finally lose all the belts. She's beltless, and that could be your springboard of like refocus Mercedes. She could come out. She doesn't have to even say anything. You just need her to come out at the top of the ramp after the match and kind of stake claim to whoever wins it, which I think it is Tekla as well. I like what Tekla's been doing. And I think she just kind of then on Wednesday night or whatever night she decides that she can be like, hey, you know what? I'm refocused. I'm re-energized. I've gotten rid of the belt gimmick distraction. My main focus is the one and only title, and we get a really cool program there if she does come back. Even if she doesn't come back, I got Tekla winning this thing. I just think Tekla has been doing a great job. I love Jamie Hayter, but I think there's still I think the Brawling Birds are on a collision course for some world tag gold right now, so I don't want to mix those two up. But I would imagine that the CEO, with Tony Storm being injured as well, is probably on her way back. And God damn it, can we get Britt Baker back, please?
Please. I have been saying
Can we
that.
get both? Let's get both of the three lettered ladies back and just have a fun triple threat. But anyway, Butters, what do you got?
Tekla, of course. I think she just won the belt. It's not ready to lose it yet, and she's really fun. I love her promos. Her promos are so fun. She's been a fun character to watch do her thing, and so I'm gonna go with her. I think I don't think there's anybody really on the radar that's gonna take that belt off of her just yet. When it is gonna be somebody, it's either gonna be Monet or somebody big. So
yeah,
yeah, all right.
And,
But yeah, if it's either the 3 letters of CEO or DMD, I'm happy. Preferably DMD over CEO, but that's just
you're a hater. That's why you're a hater.
I didn't like her in WWE.
Universal, I don't know where you heard that. She didn't sign. She signed like a 5-year deal worth a bunch of money. He said her 2-year contract, her AEW 2-year contract is ended. Yeah, that's definitely not the case. She's still got some time.
Them dirt sheets are never wrong. Let me tell you, they never.
I appreciate you in the chat bringing it up, but I definitely know that was a 5-year deal for sure. Will we ever see Mercedes go back to WWE if that's what you're asking? I never say never in this business, but right now she is firmly locked into the middle of that deal, so she ain't going anywhere for at least a couple of years.
Yep. And hopefully she'll come back and didn't actually shave her head, because at one point I called her the Britney Spears of professional wrestling.
You're such a hater.
With her little breakdown, so hopefully she didn't shave the head, and
Paul, I'll be honest. I was with you for a long time with the hate of Mercedes, but she kind of proved herself to me with her matches with Tony and with some of the other ladies. Like, she can actually go now, and she's not just like when you first started doing her, like getting her like run together. It was not great. Like, she was sloppy. She looked like she had never watched any type of indie wrestling. But I think she finally started to get it after like the time that she'd been there, and kind of started putting things together to where, like I said, her match with Tony Storm was probably my favorite match at All In last year when I was there. It was a banger, and the pile driver off the second rope was fucking insane to see live. And I was so convinced that she was going to win the belt off Tony too, so I was really happy that she didn't. But at the same time, she did grow on me, and I think that sure, why not? Let's get that feud going. I think that that'd be interesting now that she's a little bit more seasoned to what we expect from wrestlers.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it's time for the main event. Kenny Omega, MJF, the pro wrestling god versus the devil for the AEW World Championship. It's going to be good. No matter what the outcome is, this is going to be a good match.
It's going to be a good match, and the crowd's going to be hot because this is in Canada.
Yeah,
and MJF's running that American gimmick. You know that Canadian fans are going to be wild. Kenny seems to be as re-energized and revigorated as ever. So, I know he's going to put on a really good match. And MJF is like, every time MJF steps into like a pay-per-view scenario, it's money. Like he's a big match player for sure. So I think all of the pieces are there for him to be good. I just don't see a world right now where Kenny Omega wins it. Like, I want to see one more proper Kenny Omega World Championship run. I just don't know if we do it right here, right now. So I'm going to stick with MJF on this one and feel pretty good about it. But I will tell you right now, if we ended the night with Kenny Omega holding up that championship, in no way, shape, or form would I be disappointed about it.
Right on.
All right.
I mean, I'll be honest, like, this match, they've done some stuff to build the match. It's been whatever to me, but like the videos that they aired on Wednesday, those videos, I think they need to do more of. Just anytime they bring in somebody, they need to do that rundown, not have the commentators do it. Give us a video rundown. Going into their first match, like, that made Kenny feel so important, showing the history of Kenny. It made MJF feel like a bigger deal, showing the history of MJF. Personally, I love what MJF has been doing in the media and calling people out and just being a voice to kind of get behind for AEW. And I love the shit that he's talked to other companies and to idiot fans and everybody else in between. I love that stuff. I've never cared for his character in general. Like, I would never go meet him, even when he was on the indies. I don't care for the whole let me treat you like shit gimmick. That's not my thing. But I love what he's been doing in that aspect. Kenny, always been great. You could tell that this is him finally back in form. He had those 2 matches where he had that match with Swerve that was just really great. I think he's there. I think he's ready for this. Is it the last hurrah? No, but Kenny's one of those guys that's going to do that last hurrah shit forever. It's going to be like Flair. He's obviously not on the level of where he was during his Tokyo Dome main events with Okada, but he's a few steps down, but he's not all the way back down to the bottom yet. The whole diverticulitis thing, they played that up so much. But if you look at guys like Brock Lesnar, had the same thing, dominated for another 5 years after such, never had that problem. They put it over here and there, and he would get worked over in the ribs, whatever. Kenny, obviously, he'd bleed, he'd do every other thing from it, but it's not as debilitating as they make it out to be on TV. It's something that it's a pretty common thing. See guys at a high caliber like Brock Lesnar are doing just fine with it. So I feel like Kenny can keep going. He's just on that downward trend. I don't think he wins here. I wouldn't be disappointed if he did, but I think MJF is just the flag bearer the AEW needs right now. And I don't think anybody's taking the belt off of him until we hit All In or All Out or whatever we get into this summer. So,
well, I am definitely the odd man out. I have now done predictions with 4 different gentlemen, all with very unique individual mindsets and thought processes. And I'm still the only person to pick Kenny Omega. I think the way Kenny cut the promo Wednesday night is more along the lines of the cleaner version of Kenny, not really full heel, but more that tweener status. I think MJF has always done a wonderful job as champion because he gets on that media call, he gets on everything and just throws everybody under the bus, like he threw TNA under the bus without hesitation.
TNA threw themselves under the bus. Let's be honest.
Okay. And then MJF picked up on it
to call it out in front of everybody and point and laugh.
Exactly.
And that's what made me go, you know what? Fuck yeah, dude. Because if I was him, I would have done the same fucking thing. I think that's dope as hell.
Yep. But I don't know. Something about this tells me Kenny picks up the victory here. He may not hold it for long. We may get next pay-per-view rematch. MJF takes the title right back. I'd be fine with that. But I think Kenny can at least have a little bit of a run in 2026, starting in April. Why not?
Like I said, I wouldn't be mad at it.
But every time MJF has been in a title match where I have to make a prediction, it doesn't matter if I pick him or don't pick him. It always goes the opposite way that I pick. So,
Maybe it sounds like a you problem.
No, MJF hates me. He told me so.
So I feel like if you there's a few times where like a title gets hot potatoed around, and I feel like there is enough talent in the main event scene right now that could potentially happen. And if they do it right, it won't be awful. It'll be really fun to watch because then it'll make you go, what's going to happen next? I can't believe that, that we're getting such and such match. Anything could happen, and you'll have that belief again that anything can happen, and they could do it with the world title. And I don't think it'll hurt it. I don't think you need to have super long reigns continuously with it. Like, look at Joe's reign. People thought he was going to hold it a lot longer than he did, and then he lost it.
Yep.
Look at even Adam Page's reign. He lost it pretty quick. So, I mean, these guys are like, oh, I'm going to be the champion for a really long time. And then they lose it. And it's relatively quick. It's a couple months. Move on to somebody else. And it's like there's so much talent there that even when you do, you're just elevating other people up the card, and they keep going up and up. I mean, we're gonna have a really stacked like who's who. I mean,
Yeah, there's like 7 or 8 guys right now where you just go, that makes sense. That could be the world champion.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's just off the top of my head. I'm sure we could get even deeper into it if we wanted to, but yeah, you're not wrong.
and then there's like 8 million fresh choices too. Like
Yeah.
King's always sitting right there in the wings. Like nobody's gonna deny that he wouldn't make a good champion. I mean, like the people are behind him. Like he can wrestle. He's imposing. Like he's got all the talent there. He could. I mean, he's out of the blue. I mean, there's just so many people, so many choices. Like I don't envy Tony Khan having to try to make those decisions because I'd be pretty stuck myself trying to figure out how to.
You're like, how can I make 2 of these guys the champion at the same time?
Right.
Yes. Oh, I know. We'll create another belt just for you.
Right.
That's it. I'm out. I'm done. Too many titles. I'm going elsewhere.
I'm gonna go wrestle that guy that held the belt for like 4 years. Bye.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. So that is a look at Dynasty. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the mixer. Let's take a moment to tell everybody where they can find you on a regular basis. Pluggo, let's hear from you.
Well, Pluggo, that's me. If you search Pluggo on all social media platforms, my face pops up. That's where I'm at every Thursday night over on Love Wrestling CA. So if you want to follow more Love Wrestling stuff, go to Love Wrestling CA on all socials as well. I got interviews. We got wrestling. We got it all over there. But Thursday nights, 8 p.m. with JPJ for Between Two Beards every Thursday night. So go to @B2Beards to find out what we've got going on, what we've got coming up. And then every Saturday, I am with Blair Pacheco for 4 Exposure, talking about the world of independent wrestling. So go to @4 Exposure Pod on all social media platforms to find out what we got going on there. That's it.
All right. Butters, where can we find you?
Charlie_Butters on Twitter and also IW Guide 1 on Twitter. My podcast, Indie Wrestling Guide. We do a weekly show every Thursday. Usually we didn't have one last week. My co-host was on vacation. So I didn't put one out, but I pop on different shows here and there. Like I did this week. Last week I did one of our friends' shows, the Pile Driver podcast, and we talked about a couple indie companies and stuff in Ohio. And that's pretty much what I like to do. I watch mostly indie wrestling. AEW is my one exception to that. And then I will literally watch just the Danhausen clips now of WWE because Danhausen is friends. So that's the only exposure I will have to that company. What else? But IW Guide, we release new episodes every Wednesday. We're always doing interviews with wrestlers. We're reviewing stuff from AEW to Neo Pro Wrestling to ETU, Action Wrestling, Naptown Pro, all over the place. We also have a title belt, the IW Guide Championship, currently held by Zay Garcia. He just defended the title against Jeff Steele last night in Canton, Ohio, and he will be facing Mad Dog Conley in 2 weeks in Canton, Ohio for the title, the biggest match to date for the IW Guide Championship. Super stoked for that. Putting that together has been a real 6-month run of hope I can make this happen, and we're 2 weeks away from it, so I'm super stoked for that.
Awesome. Now you said you're a friend of Danhausen's.
Yes.
About 4 years ago now, I took my son to the Squared Circle Expo, and my son decided that he didn't need to pay attention to what was going on and just like walked right in front of a photo shoot with Danhausen, and I grabbed him and pulled him back. Freaking Danhausen cursed me. Can you have him lift that, please?
So no, because here's the thing. I have another friend that Danhausen has triple cursed. And he asked me continuously to get him uncursed, and I tell him that Danhausen tells me he will not uncurse anyone he has cursed. And he says human money's on TV. He'll take money. Maybe you have to work out that deal with him, but I cannot mediate that situation. I cannot take money for him to uncurse you. So,
all right. Well, and now I know. Now I know what to do. I am Paul Zartman. I'm 1/3 of the Kicking Out podcast. We drop a new episode every Sunday night, unless, of course, there's an AEW pay-per-view on a Sunday night. Then we do our prediction show, normally either Saturday or Friday, depending on our work schedule. But you can find the Kicking Out podcast on all social media at Kicking Out Pod. You can find myself at Paul Zartman87 on all social media as well. So that is how you can find me and the Kicking Out podcast. Pluggo, Butters, thank you both for joining me for this wonderful mixer. It was my first one. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having me. Brown, hope you missed it, brother. I talked a bunch of shit on you.
Yeah.
You get to rewind this and watch it from the beginning, and then you be in the Discord. So
yeah, fight.
he always wins. He cheats, but he always wins somehow. So
Oh,
well.
We got your
All
back.
right.
We got your back, Butters. I don't know how much help will be, but we got your back.
All right.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace.